Alright y'all, picking up from the last video, getting the tires put on. As you guys can see, we got the car jacked up and everything. Got the mobile tire set up. Shout out to Dr. Tires, man, came in clutch. As you guys see, we got the car jacked up. We're getting those tires switched on, and the car's about to be looking a whole lot better here in a bit. I already told you guys the sidewall was way too high, so we ended up getting a 255/35. Ended up getting those tires. We're gonna get these put on and see how the car sits afterwards, and then we'll make our adjustments if we need to. All right, y'all. So I adjusted the coilovers, and I'm sitting where I think we're good to go. It looks a little bit different, but it's the way it needs to be. As you guys can see, it looks like we have a little bit more wheel gap here, but the reason for that is, of course, we have a smaller sidewall, so it's not gonna take up as much of the wheel well as the 40 sidewall did. So the coilovers are basically maxed out, but I have no issues with rubbing. I have more than enough clearance up here, which is really what I wanted to do, because honestly, with the 40 sidewall, I was so worried about where I was driving and not trying to hit something. And now with these, everything is just smooth. I can just get in the car, I can drive with no stress. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me. I want it to be functional, I want it to look good, and just, you know, I just want it to look the way I want it to, but still be functional and not have to stress about anything. And I was always stressed out about my fenders being cracked or ruined or whatever because I was rubbing so much. So now we got everything sitting right. All right, y'all, so we back. It's been a few days since they put the tires on. Everything's been going super smooth. No rubbing or anything like that. I had another mod I wanted to put on the car. Some people may like it, some people may not. Like I said, it's mine, so I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I'm gonna go install this for you guys today. And what it is magnetic paddle shifters. So everyone's been saying, like, I just need some carbon paddle shifters that'll really like tie in the interior. And I ended up finding these, and I was like, man, let me try it out. As you guys know, these make a sound that a lot of people may not like. Some people do. And I figured, you know what, let me try something new, something a little bit different. And I personally like how it sounds. So I'll show you guys what they look like right now, and then what they sound like as well. All right, y'all, so this is what we got. We got these magnetic paddle shifters. As you guys know, these are a little controversial because the sound they make is not really what everybody likes. But honestly, I figured I'd try them out, see what they're sounding like, see what they're hitting for. And personally, I like them. So this is what they look like. Sorry, this light's a little bright. They are carbon. They do match with this. As you guys can see, these are the ones we have. They're just little stick-ons. And this is what they sound like when you press them. Right? Not really much sound. And then these ones right here, these are magnetic. So they have a little bit of a different sound. I'll press it for you. You guys can see there's quite a bit of difference in terms of the sound that it makes. All right, y'all, sorry for being in the dark in this. I've just been grinding, man. Gotta get it how I can. But we got the hardest part of this whole install done, and the sketchiest part of it too is taking out the airbag. So we got this out. If you're unfamiliar on how to do this, I did make a video on how to take out a steering wheel, and it's the same process, but this is super sketchy. Make sure you are super careful doing this because you don't want the airbag to blow up in your face. All right, y'all, we're making progress. We got the little frame off. We already got the paddles unplugged in the back. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's super easy. The only tricky part and kind of suspect part is taking off the airbag, but literally all I'm going to do is unscrew these here, plug in the new ones, and then we'll literally be all done, ready to go. All right, y'all, so I basically did everything I needed to do. I'm not going to show you guys what it looks like with the full airbag and everything on yet. I still got to do that, but everything came out smooth, man. It looks super clean. You guys can see the carbon with the carbon. It just looks so much better than what we had before. A lot more sleek as well, and not as crazy looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything pieced back together, and then I'll show you guys the car when we got some good lighting and everything's looking a lot better during the day. All right, y'all, so this is how it looks with everything on now. We got the airbag, we got everything buttoned up, dialed up. As you guys can see, the paddles go super nice with the carbon, and it looks a lot better than the stock ones that I had, just with the little extensions. It honestly looks a little bit cheap, and this just takes the whole look of it just to another level. And of course, we have the magnetic paddles, so they do sound a little bit different. You guys hear it? And honestly, when you're driving, it just feels nice to have that like kind of sound to go with your shifts. And honestly, I don't really use my paddles that often, so it's not really like a big deal for me, like, oh, these things are so annoying. Like, I honestly rarely use them. I only occasionally use them, like when I'm downshifting or something and I really want to like take control. And a lot of the time I really don't feel like it, and I honestly drive this car in comfort mode for the most part. So I mean, they look clean, man. They match. It goes super nice with the car, and they sound pretty cool, and they work good. So I'll drop a link to these in the description. I actually got them on AliExpress, and I've been buying carbon parts from there, and everything has been so good, and the shipping hasn't been bad at all. I ordered these, I believe, January 3rd, and I got them by the 21st, free shipping, and they were only $65. So you really can't beat that for what you're getting. So I highly recommend them. They work good, super flawless. no issues with them, and they sound cool. So highly recommend those if you guys are looking to get something kind of similar, kind of change up the interior of the car. But that's basically it for today's video. It was just a little bit kind of like an update and a little bit of an addition to the car. So now this is where we're sitting. The next video I want to make, or eventually, is going to be like a full cost breakdown of something like this, how much you guys would expect to spend. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. We got a lot more content coming on the S3. And if you guys enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you in the next one, man. Later.